Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the Remind app. The Remind app is for teachers, students, club leaders, coaches, admin, anyone who needs an easy form of communication. The Remind app's purpose is to create an easy form of communication between people. Now, using phone numbers is not always the most appropriate form of communication when a teacher needs to contact a student directly, but the Remind app creates that community. So we use the Remind app to create certain communities in order to appropriately talk to people when it's not during school hours. It's nice because parents, educators, club sponsors, coaches, PLCs, your staff, your principals, the people who lead your district can create a Remind app, and they can create a community on the Remind app in order to send out important messages that cannot be missed. It's nice because there is one spot to look. So even if there was an email, they could send you the email to your school email, but you would get a reminder on your app that, hey, check your email and look for this specifically. For coaches, it's nice to remind parents or students, hey, don't forget your white jersey for Saturday's game. This way, if you have students or younger students, you can set up your parents on the Remind app in order to remind your students. Tomorrow is the science fair. Don't forget your business casual outfits. It's an easy way to create appropriate communication between people. This is what the Remind app looks like online. So there's two different forms. You can go to remind.com, or in the App Store on any type of phone, you can download the Remind app. As you can see, it is geared towards being very simple and towards education. So this way people can talk back and forth to one another in an appropriate manner. An ISTE standard that I chose was mentoring students in a safe, legal, and ethical practices with digital tools and the protection of intellectual rights and property. I'm mostly focusing on mentoring students in safe and legal practices with digital tools. The Remind app is a wonderful opportunity to teach students how we can communicate within certain discourses. When you are at your job, you're not going to text someone, LOL, ha ha, versus you're going to send a formal email. And this is a great way for students to learn that there are certain types of expectations of communication when you're in different discourses or different communities. My second ISTE standard is to ensure the resources for supporting the effective use of technology for learning are sufficient and scalable to meet future demand. The Remind app can be tailored to receive messages for parents or students or teachers. And this is a really effective way to ensure we're teaching our students that there's an appropriate way to communicate with everyone, and that might change based on the community you are in. That is the Remind app, and thank you for listening. I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you use the Remind app.